I'm in a brand new project created with the CLI, and the only thing I did thus far is I cleaned up the app component, removed this property we had there, and cleaned up the app component HTML file. All the rest is still the same. I didn't change anything else. So the first thing I want to do, and you can of course recreate this project by simply running ng new, any project name you like, and then cleaning it up like I did. The first thing I want to do is I want to add the Bootstrap CSS framework so that we have some CSS classes we can work with to give this some nice styling. Because in this app I really want to focus on Angular and not on the styling. So of course we can add Bootstrap with npm inside this project folder. In the terminal I type npm install, then -- save as it will be a production dependency, Bootstrap. And this will automatically install the latest version of Bootstrap in this project. Now once this finished, we got Bootstrap installed. Now we also need to inform the CLI that Bootstrap should be included in our final bundle it creates for us. Because of course the CLI bundles all our script files and style files, and by default it would not include Bootstrap. So to inform the CLI, we should go to the .angular CLI JSON file, and here in styles, in this styles array, we can add any global style sheets we want to add to our whole project. Now it already has the styles.css file, which is a file where you can define styles for the whole project. Here I will simply add the path to our Bootstrap styles. Now we can have a look where that is stored. In the node modules folder, which manages all our dependencies, if we have a look at the Bootstrap folder there, the dist folder sounds about right for distribution. There we have a CSS folder, and here the bootstrap.css file is probably what we need. So we can quickly import this here by adding a path to that. And now the important thing is we need to go up one level first, because you don't have to see this path relative from the CLI JSON file here, so this config file we're in, but you have to see it relative from your index.html file. And that is in the source folder, so it's nested one folder deep into your app, you could say. So here we target node modules, and then we can target the Bootstrap folder. And now again, just to make this really clear where this is coming from, in the Bootstrap folder, we can target dist CSS. So let's do this, dist CSS, and here bootstrap.css, just like that. To be precise, it would even be better to target the minified version, which is a file also lying in that folder. So let's add .min between bootstrap and .css. So this will already give us the minified code, which is of course smaller. Now with that, this should be added, and now we can run ng-serve to get our CLI to build this project for the first time and serve it at localhost 4200 as we did before in this course. And that is our running application. Now we don't see very much here, of course because our app component HTML file is completely empty. We can quickly check if Bootstrap styles were added successfully by adding a div with the class container. And the shortcut I'm using here is a plugin called emmet, which allows me to just type .classname and hit tab to autocomplete it. It's available for many IDEs, so simply Google for it plus your IDE or editor, and chances are you will find it. And then in there I want to nest a row, and now let's say simply to get started, a column for medium-sized devices, which spans the full width for now, and I simply want to output in a H2 tab, I'm working. So with this, if we save that, it should recompile, and now we're seeing I'm working. This looks like Bootstrap is working too. We can see this on the font size, and also if we inspect this here in the styles, all these styles here down there are coming from Bootstrap. So this is working, and with that, we got our application set up. Now let's get started creating all the components we require.